My name is Ivan Aristeguieta and this is About This Much, the most inaccurate cooking show on the web. Today we're cooking part 3 of the Izakaya lunch style, Japanese style lunch. Yep, a bunch of Japanese stuff we're cooking today. We're gonna make miso shiro soup with tofu. We're also making a salad with wakame, rehydrated wakame and cucumber. We're also making some normal white rice, Japanese style, and horenso. Horenso, it's spinach in Japanese. This is just blanched spinach, but with a bit of a Japanese twist. Disclaimer, I'm gonna say today that all the dishes that I'm making are Japanese inspired. See? Inspired, because when you say inspired, you get away with not doing the traditional stuff, and then people who are stupid and they say, hey Van, but you're not supposed to make it like this, or you're not supposed to make it like that. I'm like, whatever, it's not the real thing, it's just inspired. Horenso! Let's start with the spinach. This is one of my favorite things to eat because it's delicious, because it's really healthy, and because it gives you the refuge. You need to eat your greens. Very important to eat your greens. We're gonna make a quick blanch. We're gonna quick blanch the spinach. You don't need to boil water in a pot. We're just gonna pour boiling water from a kettle because spinach doesn't need much time in contact or touching the hot water. So just pouring hot water, let it wilt for a few seconds, and immediately take it to the sink, drain it, take the hot water out of it, and just cool it off. Is it cool it off or cool it down? We don't know, because Romar is also Venezuelan. We have no idea how to speak English, but we're still making this show in English for you. So touch it with your fingers, with your hands. Make sure there's no warmth, because the spinach is gonna keep cooking if it's still hot. So make sure it's no longer hot. Once it reaches the desired temperature, squeeze that spinach. Just squeeze it to the last drop. You don't want any water there, okay? You just want a beautiful green fiber and vitamins. Vitamins or vitamins? No. Now let's dress the spinach. With what? Lemon. Lemon and spinach go really, really well. Trick, get your tea strainer. Ha! Never thought about this before. You get a tea strainer, you can squeeze the lemon on top of the tea strainer. The tea strainer is gonna get the pips and the seeds and all the chunky bits of the lemon, and it's gonna look nice. Got a bit of soya sauce, a bit of kikkoman, and then roasted sesame seed oil. A little bit, not too much, because sesame seed oil is a bit strong. And then roasted sesame seeds. It's good for decoration, it's also good for texture, and a bit of crunchiness. Really great. Horenso ready! Now let's make some rice. If you're cooking Japanese food and you're making rice, make sure you're using Japanese rice or sushi rice. Don't get any jasmine rice, no long grain rice. It has to be Japanese. The short, stocky, short, fat, chunky, chubby, doughy rice. You have to wash it first. Get all the starch. Just rinse it again and rinse it at least 3 times. Why? Why are we doing this? Because you want the rice to look good. If you don't rinse the rice is not gonna be beautiful and shiny, and you want shiny rice. We're gonna use a rice cooker today. How much water per rice? Listen, the universal standard is 2 parts of water for 1 pot of rice. It depends, because we're using a rice cooker. The rice is already wet from rinsing the rice. So I recommend 1 1/4 parts of water for 1 part of rice. About that much, but still depends. When you buy rice, the rice can be old, the crop can be different, the moisture in the environment changes. Trial and error, that's what I'm trying to say. Cook a few cups of rice every time you buy a new brand of rice and figure it out. I have spoken. Once you put the rice and the water in the rice cooker, close the lid, plug the rice cooker, press the button. Make sure there's no rice grains left on your strainer. What is the best way of getting rid of things from a colander? Terminator song. Cha 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 cha. Tsukemono. Japanese pickles is one of my favorite things to eat. I know how to pickle some stuff, but Japanese style is a lot different. I love pickled radish. Get it out of the packet and slice it. What is this yellow thing? It's the same as normal big white radish, also called daikon in Japanese. You're gonna see that vegetable everywhere. It's crunchy, chewy, sweet, sour, salty. It's a palate cleanser and it's addictive. I eat a lot of daikon. Tsukemono. Slice your daikon with style, okay? That's the only way. This is the way. Make it look good. Get a nice little dish, salsa, and just spread it out. Put next to it some cucumber pickles, Japanese as well, and you have a little serve of tsukemono. Miso shiro soup with tofu and seaweed and green onions or spring onions or scallions. I still don't know how to say this in Australia. Okay, for this recipe we're gonna need tofu. I bought firm tofu. You can put tofu on your miso shiro soup. It could be soft tofu or firm tofu. Peel the packet. This packet is very annoying. Let's try the other side. Stupid package! Now get a knife. It's the only way to open this stupid package. This is the way. Get rid of that tofu liquid. Just get rid of it. Slice it in little squares. Yeah, easy. Slice your spring onions. Slice your cebollin. Get some dry wakame, dry seaweed. This wakame is different from the wakame salad that you eat in sushi restaurants. Now let's talk about miso paste. The most important thing now is that there's miso paste with dashi and miso paste without dashi. Dashi is a fish stock from Japan. It's the base of miso shiro. If you ever made miso at home and you think, this is not tasting like in restaurants, it's because you're not adding dashi and the miso you're using doesn't have any dashi in it. What can we use if your miso doesn't have any dashi? You have to buy extra dashi powder. Let's cook this soup. Get a pot, get some water, let it boil. When it's boiling, put your seaweed, dry seaweed, wakame, put your tofu, turn the heat off. We're gonna add the miso. Miso doesn't like boiling water. The taste is not gonna change, but another idea of eating miso is because miso has good bacteria and good microorganisms for your gut. You don't wanna kill it, okay? Get a massive spoonful of miso and just dissolve it gently. Bate, bate, el chocolate. Taste it. It's delicious. Sometimes it needs more miso, sometimes it needs more water because it's too salty. How much miso? Remember, about this much. It's your job to cook a lot so you know how the ingredients react, so in the future you can cook without any recipes and you will be free in the kitchen. Freedom! Freedom! Your soup is ready. Now add some sliced green onions. Voila! Serve it in a beautiful pot for miso, you know, like Baby Yoda. So this soup is perfect for Baby Yoda. If you want to feed Baby Yoda, just put some frogs in the miso. Baby Yoda is gonna love it. Am I the only one obsessed with Baby Yoda? I don't think so. Everybody's obsessed with Baby Yoda. Now let's make some salad. Cucumber and wakame salad. First thing, I like to cut the cucumber in an irregular but regular way. The trick here is cut a chunk, roll it, cut another chunk, roll it, cut another chunk. And again, this technique is very impressive. If you're gonna cut cucumber like that, make sure you have an audience because people are gonna go like, what are you doing? Let's rehydrate the wakame. Get a container with colander. Put the dry wakame in it. Not too much because it's gonna plump. And just pour cold water. Cover it and let the magic of television happen. Ta-da! Oh my God! It was so tiny and dark. Now it's big and green. It's like the Hulk of veggies. Strain your wakame, drain it, make sure it's not that much water. Mix it with the cucumber, serve it in a nice plate, and now get some ponzu sauce. Ponzu sauce, you can buy it in any supermarket. Ponzu is like a soy vinaigrette. It's got vinegar, it's got soy, also dashi. It's got many things. Ponzu sauce and green onions. And voila, that's your salad. Very fresh and very nutritious.
That's your salad.
Look what we have created! We made a beautiful, full Japanese Izakaya lunch. Combining the 3 episodes, we have tamagoyaki, nasu dengaku, horenso, miso shiro soup with tofu, tsukemono, rice, and a beautiful wakame and cucumber salad with ponzu sauce. What else can you add to this? Furikake on the rice. Furikake is a topping for the rice. In Japan, they love it. Go to your Asian grocery shop and there's so many different types of furikake. The most common one, the one that I like, is the one that has bonito flakes, also called Katsuobushi. Thank you, Romar. There's some of them with nori seaweed and a mix of nori and sesame seeds. Sometimes they're flavored with egg, curry, or there's so many different types of furikake. Put some furikake on your rice, you're gonna love it. Now it's time to enjoy the food, eat, share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ivan Aristeguieta. This was About This Much. Stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Ivan Comedy. Like my YouTube page. Ask me for more. Send me messages. I will send more stuff. Love you guys. Stay delicious. 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 Oh.